let me show you guys around. So today we gotta pretty much run some errands, but at the same time we're gonna go for a walk as well. So I just go to Uber. Um, well, I just go to Uber, which they call Yango here in Ethiopia, to this park. I'm gonna walk a few miles as well. But this how it look. Give me 1 second. So yeah, guys, I just moved to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, or Africa, to the continent of Africa. I would say 4 months now. You know, so far it's smooth. I'm just gonna show you guys the realities of living on the continent of Africa as an American. Let's see. All right, so we got a long day ahead of us. I'm gonna show you guys around the city. So first we got a city tour. Then I gotta handle some business. I gotta take care of some responsibilities. But yeah, guys. Let me see. So first, I'm gonna give y'all a tour around Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Then from there, what I'm gonna do is, I gotta run some errands. So you guys gonna see how it is. You know how it is running errands in Ethiopia. Is it frustrating? Could you handle your business without getting frustrated? Well, you guys gonna figure that out now. It's pickpocketing the thing. Well, I got the iPhone 15 in my pocket right now. I mean, in my hand right now. So we're gonna see. Don't get no realer than this. It's live. But yeah, guys, let's go for this journey. We're about to start now. So yeah, what made me move to the continent of Africa? Well, for me, when I first became a digital nomad, it wasn't by choice. It just so happened that I have goals and I have to travel beyond my immediate geographical location to accomplish these goals. And it just so happened that I have a lot of goals, so I had to travel a lot. So yeah, guys, walking now. Oh yeah, what made me what made me move to Ethiopia? So before Ethiopia, I actually lived in the Caribbean. I lived in two Caribbean countries. I lived in Dominican Commonwealth, which was beautiful, by the way. It was one of the most beautiful countries I ever lived in. I had an entire mountain to myself with a natural spring. It was in the Calabishi area. You get what I'm saying? Which is now they're trying to convert it to a tourist area. You get what I'm saying? And then from there, I lived in what they call well, I lived in Grenada. You get what I'm saying? In the St. George's area, right across the street from Spice and Mall. You get what I'm saying? So them two areas is my ideal type of environment, like that Florida tropical beachy type of environment. That's my type of environment. That's the type of environment that I love and appreciate. But what made me come to Ethiopia is that I wanted to pretty much expand on my purpose. You get what I'm saying? That's the main thing. Um, so yeah, what is my purpose? You know, now my purpose in life is mainly just executing on my far out ideas, beliefs. You get what I'm saying? And overall expansion of who I am as an individual. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, other than that, I would say business too. You know, now I'm not doing business in Ethiopia, but I have a supply. I had a suppliers that I was, you know, um, checking out to see if they have a certain resource that I can export back to the U.S. But right now, you know, I'm just enjoying life and pretty much getting the hang of things around here. But you gotta watch out for these dogs right here. Give me 1 second. Let me cross over. They don't really like when you step on the grass here. I was crossing over because this is residence over here. Over here is commercial. It's always less dogs when you're dealing with what you call commercial. You see, this is before, this is after. They build faster. All right, let me cross over. Hey, what's up? What's up? Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to like the video. All right, so yeah, man, just showing you guys around. You know, for the people who haven't been to the continent of Africa, and also for the people who came to Ethiopia a few years ago but didn't return, you see the amount of progress they're making. You get what I'm saying? They're not playing in regards to contracting and development. So that's one thing I can say. But what I was about to say. Oh, look at this. See, this is not even done yet. Oh yeah, guys. Oh, they got like electric chargers, EV fast charger. You see that? That is tough. I didn't even see this. You know, I was over here this way like last month. I didn't even see this. That is tough. So I know Elon Musk got a patent in the U.S. with the electric chargers. You get what I'm saying? But they're doing that thing here too. You know. You see, they got their own EV stations. You can't. You like, bro, the development they're doing here, they're skipping generations and generations. You know, I never seen nothing like it. See, this is Bole. This is the Bole area. You know. So yeah, guys, what made me move to Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia? So what made me move to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia? You get what I'm saying? Me, I go to a 13-step protocol or procedure. You get what I'm saying? To make sure when I travel as a digital nomad, things is smooth. Let me break down them 13 laws that I created for myself. You get what I'm saying? So let me put this like this. So so 13 laws. Law number one. You get what I'm saying? I mean law number zero. So I had to make sure that wherever I was moving at, my cash flow would surpass my expenses. So I don't have to pretty much be hustling or worrying about, you get what I'm saying, making money or worrying about, surviving in other countries. You get what I'm saying? So I made sure I looked up the annual expenses of a local, middle class, and also the 1%. And then, you get what I'm saying? That's rule number zero before you even decide, what country you want to go to. You get what I'm saying? So that's zero. So that's zero. But one would be identification. Make sure you know who you are as an individual. So I had to make sure I know who I am as an individual. I had to make sure I knew who I was, because who you are as an individual can cause friction depending on your environment. You get what I'm saying? How you come across to others. Then you can also lose yourself. Think about it. You're going to a whole different civilization. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, you gotta make sure you stand on your own 2 feet when you're traveling. Because you'll try your best to fit in with others. You get what I'm saying? And you'll start losing yourself little by little. You get what I'm saying? Let me show you all this. So, yeah. So, digital nomad law number two that I pretty much created for myself. So, pretty much, you have to make sure you understand what you value, what you appreciate, what's in your pocket versus what's in other people's pocket. What's your values versus other people's values. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you have your values in order before you start traveling. Yeah. So make sure you have your values in order and your valuables in order. You get what I'm saying? Everything from, you get what I'm saying, your morals, your principles, your values, and everything from all the valuables you need to ship and bring with you overseas. Oh, let me show you this. So yeah, so digital nomad law number three will pretty much be um community. You get what I'm saying? But they just built this. This is built in like 3 months. You get what I'm saying? Because because I went over a gym over this way from my side of town, and I was like, bro, they building this shit fast as hell. You get what I'm saying? It was just sticks at first, but now look at it. But anyway, digital nomad law number three. You get what I'm saying? Which is consciousness. So you have to make sure you're constantly aware of your community. You get what I'm saying? Of your local environment when you're traveling. You also got to make sure your community back home is going to be in good shape when you're leaving. You get what I'm saying? You got to make sure commerce. You got to make sure you know your way around when it comes to commerce in these foreign countries, or unless people are just keep overcharging you for everything. You get what I'm saying? You got to learn how to communicate. If you don't know how to communicate and learn basic things, then it'll always be miscommunications, and you'll always be frustrated. You get what I'm saying? So you have to know how to communicate, and you have to know your way around. So you have to have um you have to know how to commute. So you know how to know, do the country you traveling to, do they have Uber, or do you have to rent a car? Do you have Uber alternative, or do you have to rent public transportation? Do you have to hire a driver? You got to know these things. You get what I'm saying? Definitely gotta know these things. So also, digital nomad law number 4. So digital nomad law number 4 is pretty much your roots. Making sure you're rooted. Make sure you're rooted. You get what I'm saying? Also, bring some of your roots and your upbringing with you when you're traveling, so it can prevent you from being homesick when you're out in the public as well. You get what I'm saying? When Ethiopians travel, they make sure they bring their flag. They make sure they bring the coffee. You know, they making sure they bring some of that roots wherever they're going. Make sure you guys doing the same thing, so that you could be more rooted and less homesick when you're traveling. You get what I'm saying? Um, what else? 5, which would be leisure activity. Make sure that you can still enjoy your same hobbies or even come up with new hobbies. You get what I'm saying? When you're traveling, you don't want to be cooped up in a house all the time with nothing to do. If you play basketball, make sure the country you're going to have basketball available when people ask you who. You get what I'm saying? But uh, the leisure activity is important. You get what I'm saying? For your mental health and just as far as socially, you know? So make sure that you can enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? All the stuff you enjoy, so you can bring that inner child out of you, and you don't have to be all serious all the time. You get what I'm saying? Also, make sure you can shine appropriately without offending others. If you can't be yourself when you're traveling, you get what I'm saying? If you can't be yourself when you're traveling, then with that being said, I wouldn't recommend going to that country. Let's say if you're like more so loud, extroverted, you get what I'm saying? And the country you're going to is more quiet, like Ethiopia, they're going to look at you as obnoxious. So make sure you can shine the way you need to shine whenever you shining and traveling, so you won't cause friction. You get what I'm saying? And make other people hot. Oh, look at this boy. But let me see. All right. So digital nomad rule or law number 6. Make sure that you have a consistent day-to-day routine, pattern, structure, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, because you don't want to lose control of yourself. You want to have a consistent routine, a consistent schedule, a consistent consistent eating habits, like a consistent diet. You want to make sure you have all that in order. And if you need help doing that, you need to. Them trucks have a lot of pollution. Make sure you bring masks in Ethiopia. I'm gonna buy a mask when I see a store. But make sure you can pretty much stay in tip top shape. And to stay in tip top shape, you gotta be very cynical, very on point, very organized with your day to day living. You gotta make sure you can eat your preferred eating habits even when you're away from home. You get what I'm saying? Because let's say if you're a pescatarian and you generally don't eat meat, you gotta make sure that whatever place you're traveling to have the same exact fish that that you eat back home, or a substitute or whatever. Let's say if you're a vegetarian, you need to make sure whatever country you're traveling to have the right meals you need so that you can keep your same exact diet. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're gonna have deficiencies. You don't want to have deficiencies. So this is Wellow Sefer area. So if you drive straight up here, that's called Bole Dembo. If you drive straight down there towards Ethio China Road, you'll hit Moscow Flower. You get what I'm saying? If this is Wellow Sefer, right here, right? Wellow Seffer Square. Down here at this bridge, right? We keep walking down, you're gonna reach Bole Rwanda. Once you hit that bridge and keep going, like 10 minutes walking, you're gonna be at Bole, Japan. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna show you guys all of that. Let me show you guys all of that. Pretty much, what I'm about to say? You gotta have rhythm with these cars. You get what I'm saying? Oh, this is how the highway look. You see? All right, guys. So yeah, make sure you can have a consistent day-to-day routine, pattern, and structure, so that you don't get off, you won't be out of off rhythm. You get what I'm saying? And you can be in tip-top shape. Because when you're traveling, your immune system can be compromised easier. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all see me working out. I do my 1,000 sit-ups non-stop almost every day. You get what I'm saying? But what am I about to say? Oh, let me show y'all Bully Rwanda before. So let me show y'all Bully Rwanda. So you see, um, straight down that bridge is Bully Rwanda. Past there, where that building, that biggest building in the back, that's Bully Japan, and then the airport is right after that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, guys. Right now we're at Wello Sefer Mall. I'm gonna show you the mall. Actually, I'm gonna walk inside and show you. But what I was about to say. But yeah, digital nomad law number 6 would be stay on top of your day-to-day routine, your eating habits, because you gotta be in tip-top shape. And also be aware of your schedule. Like, don't be a robot. Just change up your schedule sometimes, because people will be, especially if you're American, like people like frequent the places you frequent just for whatever reason. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. They got like a clothing store right here. Um, but let me show y'all. So y'all see, they got the elevators, Wallow Suffolk Mall. They got an arcade upstairs, basketball. I'm gonna actually show y'all upstairs real quick. See, you can see the street from the mall. They got a grocery store downstairs that have everything, coffee right here. You know. But let me go upstairs and show y'all this arcade though. But what I was about to say. Let's see. I think I'm gonna walk instead of get on the elevator. Guys, don't be lazy. Get that working. So this how the third floor look. Third floor. All right, let me show you guys the movie theater. So I'll be showing you guys the movie theater, the arcade, and like a food lounge. And like the airline, you need to book a flight. All right, I'm gonna show you guys the arcade, the movie theater. So this is like the lounge slash movie theater area. All right, and then over here is the movie theater. I didn't really want to be in everybody's face. Let me show you the arcade really quick. But see, hold on, me, it, bro. Horizontal is better than vertical. I'm testing something out. Let me show y'all. Here's the arcade. See, they got virtual reality. They got PlayStation 5s, Xboxes, uh, basketball, pool. You get what I'm saying? And they got like a little smoothie place over here. But yeah, let me finish giving you guys a tour around bowling and it's above Ethiopia. See, the elevator be taking too long, so I think I'm going to take the stairs. All right, there it is. All right, guys. Let's see which way did I come in. I came in over this way. All right. So yeah, guys, I just showed you guys around the mall. They got this is basically if you want clothes, jewelry, face products. If you want to go shopping, I'm assuming this is the place to go. If you want to go shopping, look at all them clothes. You know. Uh, Now I noticed in Ethiopia, there's a lot of like nice men clothes when it comes to. Hold up, what the hell? Give me one second. All right, I'm gonna just exit out of this way because I don't feel like going on this. I feel like I was in a maze just now. Oh, it's on that floor up there, so I'm gonna just walk upstairs. But yeah, bro, I walked 80 miles last week without even knowing. I had to chill out. But today we walking 5 to 10 miles. We got this a leg day. You know what I'm saying? But I'm giving you guys a tour while I run my errands. So instead of like getting a ride, a Uber, I'm walking to all of my appointments. All right. We back outside. Gotta watch out for them dogs. But yeah, guys. So you gotta watch out for these dogs. You gotta be able to use your feet. You know what I'm saying? They friendly here, but just be precautious. Just be precautious. But yeah, guys. You see these is called the Yango, but when they pull up on you, don't get in. What happened is you need to call from the ride. Because what they're gonna do is they're gonna charge you more. 9 times out of 10. So just call it on the app. But if you stand there, a lot of people here is nice, alone. They want to make money. So they're gonna pull over if they see you standing right there looking like you're waiting for a ride. All right, digital nomad law number 7, right? Number 7 was relationships. Make sure that before you choose the country you're traveling to, that you can actually relate to the people that's there. You get what I'm saying? So if the people, if you're more of an individual, but the people, the country you're traveling to is more like they do everything in groups, you might need to reconsider that. If you're a leader and you want to go to a country that's more so, they base their life and operating things off of being a follower, you might want to reconsider that country. If your goals is marriage as a man, you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't be thinking about countries like DR and Colombia, and unless you're going to spend a lot of time there. You get what I'm saying? If you're not looking to spend a lot of time, you should match that country up with your relationships goals and how you relate to others on a one-on-one basis. You get what I'm saying? So that's digital nomad law number 7. Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Put put an extra put a 2 in the chat if you can see the video clear. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, guys. Um, digital nomad law number 8. Law number 8. You get what I'm saying? Make sure the country you're traveling to at least has stars of your desires. You get what I'm saying? That way, when it comes to your departure date, the closer you get to leaving or flying, the more excited you're going to be. That excitement comes from your desires you're looking at that's going to be fulfilled. Another thing is you want to make sure that you can at least have people in that country where you can share resources with, or you have shared values with, or you have shared appreciation with some things. You get what I'm saying? Because that goes a long way. You get what I'm saying? Also, make sure that you can still manage your businesses from back home. You get what I'm saying? When you're traveling, you get what I'm saying? Even if you're too busy to be the face of the company, make sure you can operate from behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? All right. Digital nomad law number 9. So number 9 would be expansion. Make sure that you can expand beyond your local environment you grew up in. You have to be able to expand your mind mentally, physically, and spiritually. The whole point of traveling is to expand your awareness. Naturally, you expanding your awareness, this is how you increase your IQ. Because the more you're aware of, the more you know how to operate in certain different situations. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, you want to make sure that you can expand mentally, physically, and spiritually. You don't want to move to like a cage. You want to be able to be yourself. So whatever country you're traveling to, make sure that also you guys have similar beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Similar philosophies, similar way of traveling and moving beyond the things you can learn just in school. You get what I'm saying? You gotta come see it. Oh, I gotta come to Hawaii. All right, bet I'm gonna come to Hawaii, and I'm gonna start doing challenges. Right? I'm gonna withdraw like $100 USD from the ATM, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna anybody that comes up to me and say, hey, you have money? What I'm gonna do is me and that person is gonna work out, and then after we work out, I'm gonna get them some of the money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna share I'm gonna comment and pin their social media handles and everything, so people could pretty much make sure they keep up with them and make sure they can look out for them as well. But that's what I'm doing. It's gonna be like a viral challenge. Because right now I'm already doing 1,000, 2,000, 300 sit-ups per day nonstop. You get what I'm saying? So what other way to inspire people to push through pain and turn that pain into something that they can actually use as a strength and utilize in the future? You know what I'm saying? Without being too preachy. You get what I'm saying? All right, let me see. So we walking down a yellow brick road. We headed down this way. You get what I'm saying? But anyway, let me make sure. This traffic in Ethiopia would be crazy, bro. Sometimes. But yeah, um, I might gotta put you guys in my pocket. Actually, I'm gonna just put this in my pocket. I just don't want to be too, cause it's like a government building right here. And in Africa, when it comes to government buildings, they don't like when you record. You get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna put it on myself real quick. But yeah, guys. Oh, look at this motorcycle. Gotta be careful. So yeah, guys. Oh, look at that. Resources. Wood. Everything you see basically could be a business. You get what I'm saying? Literally everything. Because the currency exchange. You get what I'm saying? But you gotta make sure you have all your legal documents. You gotta make sure you get what I'm saying? You go through the government in the US and you go to the government in whatever country you're going to travel. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that. Alright, so digital nomad law number 9. Make sure before you travel, you understand your beliefs, your philosophy, how you think, you get what I'm saying, when it comes to stuff you can't learn in school. You get what I'm saying? Not regurgitated information, but how you operate beyond regurgitated and repeating information you learned online or through school. You get what I'm saying? And you got to make sure the country you're traveling to can either expand your beliefs and how you think and your perspective and your worldview, or you have to make sure that that you can at least, not cause friction with your beliefs. Let me see, bro. Ethiopia isn't that strict. You can film anything. Let me see. And if they ask you, stop, just ignore them. Yeah, I'm just trying to be respectful, bro. If you see me giving them the digital nomad laws, you see me demonstrating them in person and following them. You get what I'm saying? I'm not just going to talk about the digital nomad laws and not follow and demonstrate them. Because in order for me to not be too preachy, I got to just be a demonstrator. You get what I'm saying? But we passed the building now. The building is right there. Last time I was traveling, about walking past here on my phone, the officer asked to see my phone. Things like that could be avoided if you just don't record people and in important buildings. All right. So let me finish explaining digital nomad law number 9. So when you're traveling, you have to make sure, like the whole reason you're traveling, right, is to pretty much increase. Hold on, what do you say? Oh, you don't gotta delete your comments, bro. I'm reading all of them. So look, when you travel, you get what I'm saying? One of the main benefits of travel. Oh, look at this dealership. One of the main benefits of traveling, right, is pretty much to increase your IQ. Naturally, when you travel, you boost your IQ because you boost your awareness. Let's say, for example, you get what I'm saying? I didn't never see this street before, right? Right? Because it don't show up on Google Maps. But when I come here, now I'm aware of this street. I know Welo Sefer is here. I know Rwanda is there. If you make a right, I know Bole Dimbo is there. I know if you keep going, you're in Bole, Japan. You see? So it just increase your awareness, and by default, that increase your intelligence. So that's just a real life example. Whereas though I just explained how travel should expand your awareness. It should unlock new levels on the board. You get what I'm saying? It should feel like a video game where you're unlocking new levels. If you ain't get to level 10 and you're on level 9, you're not even gonna know how that board look. Once you become aware of it, then you understand, oh, this is how you beat that level. So all 5 of y'all, go ahead and like, bro. These horizontal streams don't even get as much love as the vertical ones. I'm just doing it just because I'm not doing this for money. This is just me recording my lifestyle, and so I don't got to teach my kids in the future. I just show them, what was you doing? And I just show, oh, this is what I was doing in this live. This is exactly what I was doing. Yeah, I was doing 2,000 sit-ups nonstop. Yeah, I traveled the world and did whatever I wanted my whole life. But I ain't recorded under my childhood, and I've been doing this since I was 7. So I'm like, bro, let me just start turning on this camera. You get what I'm saying? Thanks for the like, bro. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that. Because real talk, I'm just trying to train this algorithm. Y'all don't ever got to send no donations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro. What I was about to say. See, all right, if we gonna get into some games. So look. So obviously my family is Christians, right? But I understand I understand everybody's beliefs. You know what I'm saying? Due to me understanding how the stars work, you know what I'm saying, and how philosophy works, how human nature is, and doing options of elimination. You get what I'm saying? So me, I'm also a natural astrologer. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I can decode stuff because I know macro pattern recognition. You know what I'm saying? So for me, so me holding this camera right now in the middle of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, walking, talking, I'm gonna seem like an alien. I probably would seem like not from here, but guess what? In astrology, I have an Aquarius rising. So this is in my hometown. That's how they look at me. So I'm like, bro, why don't I just start being myself, just start expanding who I am. As long as I'm not hurting nobody and I'm helping, shit, that's cool. But remember, you gotta know how to be neutral because when you helping somebody else, you could be or helping something else, you could be hurting something else. So you gotta know how to be neutral. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that's 9. Knowing that your beliefs, knowing how to not cause friction, even if you have slightly different beliefs, and knowing how to exalt yourself when it comes to what you're going to learn outside of formal education. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody in the world, even the people in the U.S., the reason why I was able to jump ahead of the lunch line is because I'm not learning shit in school. Even during fun day, the last day of school, I left my school. I done went and did my own thing. I used to watch the kids hold their parents' hand. I'm walking to school at 5. You get what I'm saying? So I've been understood that, you get what I'm saying, I had the freedom to do my own thing, and it's a way you're supposed to do that so you don't ever become a victim. Period. And not even thinking from like that, but so you can also manifest your goals and have a 3D print machine with your goals. What I mean by that, I mean have a 4D print machine. What is a 4D print machine? If a 3D print machine prints out two-dimensional things into the third-dimensional reality, let's say if I colored a Rubik's Cube, that's two-dimensional. But if I have a 3D printing machine, now I can turn that two-dimensional image into a toy that you can actually play with right here on Earth. Now, with that being said, what is a fourth dimensional print machine? A fourth dimensional print machine is when you can print what's on your mind, right? Meaning your mind, not your brain. Your mind is the software, the hologram, the light. Your brain is the hardware, the iPhone. Your mind is the iOS. Your brain is the hardware. That's why everybody's brain looks similar, but what's inside of it is different. So what I'm trying to tell you is, um, pretty much, you have to make sure with your 4D print machine, which is your mind, you can pretty much create and manifest your dreams in reality. So it would be like playing with a snow globe, an Ethiopian snow globe, to now living inside of Ethiopia. That's how it would feel if you're turning fourth dimensional things and living inside of it as a third dimensional human. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me see. So, oh yeah. So, digital nomad law number 10. Make sure you can stay on top of your business, handle your business, whether you're handling business back home or you're handling business legally in the country you're in. You get what I'm saying? Once you're able to handle business and obtain your long-term goals, then you're able to check off 10. You should be able to think long-term. Things shouldn't be week by week, month by month, it should bare minimum be like quarter by quarter. You get what I'm saying? Quarter by quarter or year by year. You should. That's how you know you're not in survival mode. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. We're at Mescal. I think there's Mescal. This is not Mescal Square in Ethiopia. Quick tip: all the roundabouts they call squares. You get what I'm saying? But I know we're by Mescal Flower. You get what I'm saying? Mescal Flower is up this way. Be careful with these streets. Mescal Flower is up here. Look at this. Gotta be careful. Oh, did I drop something? Oh no, I didn't drop anything. All right, so Mescal Flower is up this way. So yeah, guys. Um, Digital Nomad number 11 network. So whether it's your network you're building in that country, your network back home that you already built, um, telecommunication network, make sure all these networks is on point because the more these are not on point, the more friction there is, the more isolated you're gonna feel because you're not gonna have access to the outside world or the world you're trying to build within that new country. So yeah, that's important. All right. Also, make sure that you can actually, if you have new ideas, make sure you can bring them to life. You should be able to have an idea, and it should be able to go from idea to goal. Now, how do you transmute an idea to a goal? You have to give an idea a deadline. Oh, look at this. Gotta be careful on them bikes. But you gotta turn an idea to a deadline. I mean, you gotta give an idea a date. Once you get an idea a date, that brings it more into reality. It brings you an expectation. You get what I'm saying? All right. So digital nomad law number 12. Make sure that when you're traveling, you can relate to others emotionally from a subconscious level. Make sure you can actually relate to their good things. And also if they have trauma, make sure you can also relate to that bad trauma as well. You get what I'm saying? That way, if you have bad trauma, you can study other people of that culture and understand, oh, this is how they got through it. And you'll be able to transmute your bad trauma to good trauma. And teach other people how to turn that pain point into a strength. You gotta watch out because these cars back up. But yeah, so that is the 13 laws to becoming a digital nomad. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me structure things to where imagine life was the ocean. This allows you to go with the flow of the universe or go with the flow of the ocean. So you can live that self life everywhere. These trucks right here be having so much dust and shit. This the main reason why I need a mask. Or this pollution right here, you see? That pollution is not good. So that's why Ethiopia is going green. They're going electric. You get what I'm saying? And they're putting tariffs on cars that's imported when it comes to gas. From my understanding, I don't know if that's a fact, but look. So when them cars pass, I gotta hold my breath for like 30 seconds and then wait for the smoke to evaporate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, see another one. But yeah, guys. What I'm about to say. Um, so that's the 13 laws of becoming a digital nomad. You know what I'm saying? All right, we at our first stop. I'm just crossing the street. You gotta have rhythm, like jumping jacks or double dutch. I said jumping jacks. I mean double dutch. But what I'm about to say. So I had to renew my visa, and now I'm pretty much have to go into immigration. Once I go into immigration, I should be in and out. You get what I'm saying? In and out. Also, when you guys travel, make sure you guys have phone insurance if you live streaming. Because if somebody snatch your phone, you gotta just record it, take that L, or be able to run 20 miles like I can. I'm fucking. I'll run 10, 20 miles, but I'm not really a materialistic person anyway. I'm more about experiences. You get what I'm saying? But what I'm about to say? Oh, um, yeah. So I had to pick up my visa, and I'm 1 or 2 days late. So hopefully they don't try to charge me. And if they do try to charge me, you guys will see it on live. You get what I'm saying? Because they say, oh, you we can stamp it now after paying to the visa fees. They say, oh, you can stamp it now, just pay extra $50, or you can come back. You can come back in about 4 days. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be careful right here. But yeah, yeah, you gotta be careful in the corners. That's the highway right here. Well, yeah, let me put this in my pocket because they don't like when you record in the government buildings, like I said before. So after I had to put this in my pocket, they're doing laundry, hanging it up on the highway. Then that's actually smart. You gotta be careful because cars like this, they're not paying attention. Wait till they get your eye contact. A butt. All right, let me put this in my pocket. I mean, in my fanny pack. Yeah, you gotta make sure you stay low key when you recording by these government buildings, so you can just make that job easier. When these guys ask you for money, if they ever do, you say I'm a signal. That's no thank you. But 9 times out of 10, if you look Ethiopian, like people keep saying I do Ethiopian, but I try to tell them in there, America we name. That's what I tell them. That means I'm from America. Hold on, let me see. Also microphones. If they see the microphone, they'll trip out. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have that ducked off. But the government building is called ICS. ICS. When you go in here, you just go to the third floor, go to the printing room. They're gonna print out everything. Once they print out everything, you then go to the front desk, the kiosk, and then what they're gonna do is in ICS, they're gonna pretty much they're gonna do all your paperwork. They're gonna tell you go downstairs to the bank and pay. Now, a lot of people going to say that ICS don't accept cards, but if you just point all the way to the left counter and say post, that's what they call card machine here, they'll pretty much allow you to pay with a card. Now, in the first 2-3 months I was here, I had to keep like using my own USD I brought with me. You want to save a USD because it's like gold here. You get what I'm saying? But after you pay the bank, on the first floor, on the right side of the bank, you have the cashier office. At the cashier, they just gonna take a picture of your paperwork and your receipts, and then you just go back upstairs to the third floor, and then they're gonna do the paperwork and take your passport, and they say come back in 4 days and pay $50 and get it today. You get what I'm saying? I chose to come back in 4 days, so here we go. I'm at immigration now. Let me put this shit in my pocket though. Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. All right. Okay, so we just got to the cashier's department on the first floor to the left. As soon as you get in the room, as soon as you get in the ICS building. So I'm picking up my passport. So all I have to do is let me show you. What is that in my beard? All right. So all I have to do is show them this paper, and then I pick up my passport. So let me actually do that now. So like I said, when I renew my visa, take your passport for about 4 days. So I'm here to pick it up. So give me 1 second. Yeah, so I'm gonna hand them my paper so I can get my passport. Salon, my passport. I'm sitting up. No, you need this paper. Make sure you keep it with you. Don't forget it, because they're not gonna give you your passport unless you get this paper. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm just picking up my passport. Let me see. This passport. Americawi. You laughing at me? Okay, so I'm so used to speaking them hard. I always say. I'm so used to speaking them hard that, and it's I just be talking random like and I'm hard. They just laugh at me every time, or make their day when I speak them hard. But I'm waiting for my passport now. They got it at the window. I got in here like 3 to 5 minutes ago. So um, yeah. After after they give me the passport, I just get out of here. Give me 1 second. All right, so once again, um, I'm gonna just give y'all a few visa hacks in Ethiopia. So a few visa hacks that I figured out. All right, so when you're flying here initially, you can't book a 90-day visa online. They go, they make it to where you can only do that in person, but don't stress. As soon as you get here, you could just do it. You could pay with your card, or you could pay with your pay with cash when you get here. Or if you want, if you only staying for 30 to 60 days, you could just book it online. But don't book it online if you if you stay more than 30 to 60 days. You get what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to renewing, you have to come to the ICS building. ICS. It's called Gotaro. That's how they say Gotaro. Gotera. And it's by Ethio China Road. If you have trouble typing it in your maps, you just type in Matt Real Estate and it'll bring you there. Then from there, you want to go to the third floor, go to the printing room. They're gonna take a copy of your passport and they're gonna give you a form to fill out, a visa extension form. Then you go to the room next door to the kiosk. The desk is gonna look like this. You just walk up to the desk and you say visa extension. They're gonna look at your visa, I mean your passport, and look at your last stamp. When they check out your last stamp, if you book 30 days, they're only gonna extend you 30 days. If you book 90 days, they're gonna be able to extend it 90 days. Now, for whatever reason, if if you if you booked if you just got an initial 30-day visa and you have to extend it for 90 days for whatever reason, you're gonna have to go to the supervisor, which is downstairs on the second floor. And what they're gonna say, they're gonna have to have a manager decision, and they're gonna have to say yes or no whether you can extend beyond just 30 days. And that's usually never going to be possible. It's going to have to be an emergency or something. So make sure you choose the right visa the first time. Then what you want to do is, once they hand your paperwork back and your passport, they're gonna say go to the bank to pay your visa costs. If you have a card, point all the way to the left side of the cash of this counter and say post, or do your whip your card out and do this. Then they're gonna understand. But if you don't do that, everyone here is gonna say, "Oh, we don't accept card. We don't accept card," and then they're gonna say USD, USD, USD. But you don't. Some people run out of USD here. You get what I'm saying? And it's hard to get USD here. So then, with that being said, um, once you pay that fee, you go next door to the room to the right. And then with that being said, all you're doing is taking a copy of your receipt you got from the bank and the paperwork you got from upstairs at the cashier's office. Then you go back upstairs to the third floor to the same window, and then you give them the paperwork with the receipt from the bank and the copy from the cashier's office. They're gonna take your passport and they're gonna say, "Come back in 4 days. Or pay us $50 and you'll receive a stamp right now today." You get what I'm saying? And then, which I chose the 4 day option. So you see me now picking up my passport at the pickup office, which is on the left. When you go into the building, it's the first room on the left. You get what I'm saying? But they need to hurry up because I don't like sitting too still too long. But that's what you need to do. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Congrats on finding a new home. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. We got a lot of stuff in store. We might travel to other regions. But right now we need to get to know Addis Ababa. Yeah. Let me see. Where is this at? Mm, I'm just waiting for them to give me my passport. I was 2 days late. So I'm gonna see if it was gonna be smooth. They gonna give me the passport. without no hiccups. I'm gonna go to a restaurant after. Yeah, I'm just waiting. Waiting for my passport. Another thing when y'all come out Ethiopia, make sure you bring chapstick. There's a chapstick here and leave residue on your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And it's dry air here sometimes. So you wanna make sure your lips is chapped. Also you can bring some eye drops too. Well, make sure you bring glasses if you don't have eye drops. Come on. Where is it? Just waiting for my passport. Give me 1 second. Hopefully they give it to me, bro, without trying to charge me extra fees. I'm gonna go back to the window. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the window in a few seconds. Oh, it's ready.
Thank you. Oh, we have it.
I'm saying now. Okay, guys, I just finished the ICS, picked up my passport, and got my spare one. What you want to do? You want to make sure you get in and out of there because it can get really busy. I'm a signal. They can get really bit. It can get really busy. So yes, um, I'm a signal. All right, so yeah, guys, mission accomplished. Got both of my passports. You get what I'm saying? Now we about to. It's a lot of dust. But yeah, we was in and out. I was in there for max. I wouldn't say 5, or I would say 10 minutes. 10 minutes. About the time I was in there. Let's see. But yeah, it only took me 10 minutes. So that's the only reason why it only took me 10 minutes. Go on Google reviews. Go on Google reviews. You'll see it be taking people 5 hours in there. But yeah, when you're traveling to other countries, you gotta make sure that you have a spare passport. So if you lose one, you can always identify yourself. You can leave one back at your house and one with you. So and make sure your fanny pack have a department where you can actually put your passports, so you'll never lose them. You get what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta watch out for these cars. Oh, they washing clothes. All right, let's go to a restaurant. Why not? Hey, hey. The kids here always have a lot of energy. Is the stream clear? Is it clear? Let me know if it's clear. You gotta watch out on these corners. You gotta watch out on these corners. Hey, don't forget to like the video. Like the video. We got a long stream ahead of us. We're gonna go work out. First we're gonna go for lunch. We gotta go pick up some lunch because I'm hungry as hell right now. You get what I'm saying? But make sure y'all like and subscribe. We stream almost every day. If you like the quality, go ahead and like the video. Let me see. What is the battery on? I'm just changing my microphone. I don't really like using this DJI because the microphone cut off randomly sometimes. You with the stream until I can confirm you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me so I can continue to stream. Alright. Could you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I switched microphones. Can you hear me? Let me know. Alright, whoever comment they can hear me, I'll turn them to a moderator. Could you hear me? I'm assuming you can hear me. I swear, if this shit don't, if the earphones went out, if the microphone went out, I probably never use this DJI again. Hey, put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Hey, could you hear me? Bro, why are you watching if you ain't gonna tell me if you can hear me or not? Let me know, could you hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. I wonder if this apartment building right here. Oh, you see the Tesla? They got them here too. Whoever comment if they can hear me or not, I'll turn them to a moderator. Oh look, so these type of bikes right here, like when I was with someone last time, and I said, oh, them bikes is cool. It was like, oh, they're wheelchair bikes, which I didn't understand, but it's still pretty cool. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Where you guys watching from? I need to know if this microphone is working so I can continue with the stream. Put a one in the chat if it's working. Let me know if you can hear me. Don't be shy. Alright. So let me see. I got trust issues with this microphone. Because this should be going in and out. Super annoying. Hey, what's up? What's up? Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Actually, I'm gonna cross over. Let me cross over. Come on, hurry up. Why you moving so slow? Hey, somebody want to become a moderator? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me or not. Let me know if you can hear me. I think I'm gonna just cross down here. It's best if I just cross down here. But yeah, guys. Let me see. So yeah, man. This stream is about an American who moved to Africa, specifically Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'm showing you guys the reality of it. You know, as a digital nomad, as an American, as an entrepreneur, as a leader. I'm showing you guys how it is. You get what I'm saying? So, oh, bro, why? Let me give me one. All right, guys, we back. Since nobody can comment if it's on mute or not, I had to if it's on mute or not, I had to pretty much send a text message out. I had to send a text message out. If it's on mute or not, because I don't have my other phone. All y'all had to do was comment and let me know if you guys can hear me or not. But anyway, let me finish showing around. Hey, salam. Hey. Um, Al Shalom, I'm hard. Tennish, I'm hard.
We're selling apartments
Uh-huh.
and shops. So if you're interested, let me take your phone.
Okay, is it for Americans? Americawi? Americawi?
You don't have a yellow card?
No. I. Okay. I'm gonna say it out. Oh, I'm gonna spell. How you play off who you about to fall? You gotta act like you about to run. You can hear me. On our way to lunch now. So today, instead of getting a ride or Uber, we decided to walk everywhere. So I could just show you guys the streets of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Yep. So, yeah, guys. Alright, so this is where some of the dealerships is right here. Over this way. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Like how much is rent here? Yeah, let me know if you want to know how much is rent here. So I'll let you guys know. So renting at Addis Ababa, renting at Addis Ababa can be expensive if you don't have USD. If you don't have USD, then what's gonna happen is you're gonna find things very expensive. You got to work 3 times as hard to pay the things you would usually pay if you didn't have USD or euros or GBP. You get what I'm saying? The reason why is because the areas you want to live in, like Bole, you gonna want 24-hour electricity. Like apartments like this, right? You gonna want 24-hour electricity. You gonna want 24/7 security. You want to live on a main street like this, not a side street with dirt. So they're gonna charge you 80,000 birr minimum. 80,000 birr for fully furnished. That's like $500 if you go to the ATM or we go to the bank. But if you go through the government-backed remittance program, aka Western Union, then hold on. Then with that being said, you go through the government-backed remittance program, Western Union. Then what happened is you get 176 birr per dollar versus versus um versus getting 150 to 155 birr per dollar at an ATM or at a bank like this. You see? So plus if you go to an ATM, you can have a chance of getting your card swallowed. And you don't want to get swallowed up. You don't want to get your card swallowed up. You get what I'm saying? You know that meme when the pastor was like, have you ever been swallowed up? You know? That meme when the pastor was like, have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever been overseas and your car has been swallowed up? That should have hurt you. Because you were like, damn, I gotta go all the way back home to get this stupid ass. Oh, look at this. The hotel right here. But, yeah. That's called the Best Western. Obviously, everybody know what that hotel is. I'm trying to be discreet because I'm by this government building. So, I'm just not trying to, like, point my camera and shit right now. But yeah, average rent cost in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, the Bole area to be specific, right? Yeah, the average rent cost in Bole, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. If you want 24-hour electricity, if you want to live on a main street, if you want 24-hour security, you move to the Africa but show no interaction with local community. What are you talking about? I have to show, I have to, what do you say? You move to Africa but show no interaction. I'm literally working out and I have to run errands. So my goal today was to do a city tour and show you guys around. Every day I communicate with the locals. I have to get around. I have to go out to eat every day. I have to like just subscribe and catch the other live streams. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, subscribe and catch the other live streams. Let me see. We almost at the restaurant. Let me see. I should have went that way. But this stream was about how I'm getting around as an American in Africa. Self-reliance. This was like a self-reliance type IRL. You get what I'm saying? So you see me using my own 2 feet. You don't see me calling a ride or nothing like that. And once I speak to a local and I speak English, what they're going to do is I becomes an opportunity. So I keep my interactions um, calculated, and as well, I just make sure that I'm in a safe environment, obviously. Well, yeah, I always communicate and interact with the locals. Alright, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Look, you're gonna need a mask because of them trucks right there. Make sure you bring a mask, you know, because when they're developing and getting everything all developed out, obviously they're going to dig up concrete and shit and knock stuff down. With that being said, you'll have a lot of debris. You want to make sure you're not breathing that shit in. Oh, look at this Chinese guy hanging. Chinese guy. Yeah. When I see Chinese guys here, it just seems so out of place. I wasn't expecting to see Chinese people in Africa like that. There's a lot of Chinese people here. So yeah, we creeping up on Wellow Supper. We're gonna go have a nice lunch. So I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Oh, look at that pink BYD. But yeah, guys. I'm gonna go. I was thinking about going to a few different restaurants here. Trying to see, should I eat breakfast? Should I eat lunch? Should I eat some dinner type quality? Let me see. Oh, that'd be nice. I wanna move up someplace like that. I need to move somewhere like that. My penthouse is cool, but the location over here would be tough if I can get a penthouse over this way. So let me show you. Like a penthouse over here would be tough. Cause you're right by everything. This is where all the people catch a bus at. When I first came here, it was hundreds of people over this way. Literally. I was like, wow. When I was in the Caribbean, I used to catch these type of local buses like this. But, you know, I had to chill out on that. Just in the Caribbean, they didn't have shit like Uber, which they call Yango here. So I'm about to put my tripod back up because I don't want the screen to be bouncy. I'm just charging my phone right now. See if you have any. A little clinic is up there. This is well set from our area. You get what I'm saying? We going over this way. Now I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, we going over this way. So you guys, you have any questions? Let me know. So what I was saying was, how much is rent in this area? This area right here, this main area. How much is rent over here? It'll be at least 80,000 birr, which is like 500 and some change USD. You got a little coffee spot right here, Ethio Telecom. You got all the main restaurants over here. You'll be spending like 560 USD, like 80,000 birr, right? But if you go through the bank, or if you go through an ATM and get your money out. But if you go through Western Union, which is a government-backed remittance program, you get 176 birr per 1 USD. Then you get to live over here. You see, you could choose any side you'll be able to live on for that much, bare minimum, and it comes with 24-hour electricity. It comes with 24-hour security. It comes with being fully furnished on the main street, everything. You get what I'm saying? Another thing, if you Ethiopia, do not step on this red unless it's like a crosswalk thing right there, because the police will give you a fine. So this is called Bole Printing Press, up this way. And if you keep going, you'll reach Bole Dembo. So you got Bole Dembo, Bole Printing Press. Actually, you got Mescal Square, Bole Printing Press, and then you got Welo Sefa. This is Bole Atlas. This is Bole Rwanda. You go straight, that's Bole Japan, and over here is Mescal Cloud. So there's a difference between Mescal Cloud and this is the highway. But yeah, so to live a nice little quality life here, you gonna need like, I would say 1,500 a month. You'll be good. That way you live the soft life. Yeah, 1,500 a month, you'll be good. 2,000 a month, you'll definitely be good. See, like the traffic right here, you gotta be careful. But you see all of this? This is like hotels, but mainly it's the mall. You get what I'm saying? Oh, look at this wish. See that? But we don't even need wishes. Because we putting in that real work. You get what I'm saying? That's how you know my manifestation is gonna come true. Because I don't even need to wish. I'm willing to put in that work. Alright, let me put back on this tripod now. Okay guys, we're on our way to lunch. We're on our way to lunch now. The challenge today was to at least walk like 5 to 10 miles. So look at this. That's how they do that construction here. You see in the US we have like standardized plywood. It seems like they have stick, but don't sleep on it because their construction is all cement. In the US ours is, well, you could choose wood or cement, but mainly people use wood or a mixture of both. So this is before, this is how I look after. So yeah guys, after this I gotta catch a ride on my part of town, so stay tuned. I'm definitely gonna hit up the gym today. Definitely hitting up the gym. So but what I was about to say, right now we gotta get some calories. You know, I gave y'all a tour of Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, and I also had to go pick up my passport after being 2 days late from picking it up. So I was 2 days late to pick it up, hoping they'll charge me more money for picking up the passport. I was able to get in and out really smooth within like 5 to 10 minutes. Within 5 to 10 minutes, we was in and out. You see, they just started on this construction, and it's about to be done. It's gonna be connected to the park. You get what I'm saying? Tough. This wasn't right here a month ago. This was like literally all sticks like this. It was all sticks like that. You get what I'm saying? That's how fast they build them. But yeah, guys. Oh, and when I came to Ethiopia, hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all this in a few minutes. So when I came to Ethiopia, I think I figured out how the pyramids was created. So there's a region in Ethiopia called Lalibela, and this region they carved the church. They carved the church from the ground up. I mean, from like they dug down, and that's how they built Lalibela Church. So I think that's how the pyramids was built. They carved it. You get what I'm saying? So people stop thinking about, oh, like, Oh, how did they lift the bricks? They was too heavy. No, they carved it. You get what I'm saying? It's like how Lalibela was created. You see, every little detail. Every little detail. That's, you know, that stuff matters. I didn't notice they specialized on the exterior part. You get what I'm saying? So they're better than, I feel like in Ethiopia they're better than a lot of demographics when it comes to building. You know what I'm saying? Externally, you know. Well, yeah. So I was looking up a region called Lalibela in Ethiopia, and then come to find out there's a church that was carved there out of the ground. You get what I'm saying? So I come to think like, this is probably how the pyramids was built. Instead of being built, they was carved. And I was like, you know, it all made sense. That make perfect sense. So for you guys, for you conspiracy theorists, that gets rid of that. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, we walked. I'm gonna check the fitness app after I finish. But I know it's gonna be like a 5 to 10 mile walk day. So you see, I got my phone out. Nobody can take my phone. You get what I'm saying? Nobody even walk up to me and ask me for no money. It's a different vibe here in Addis. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, it might just be my experience because they might think I'm Ethiopian, and I learned enough from heart to pretty much when I talk, other than my accent, um, I can pretty much get by like small conversations. Look, so they just built this park up. You get what I'm saying? When I come on this side of town, I'm like, damn, they building fast over here. Let me take this little shortcut. Let's take the offbeat. Um, what is that? The off beaten path. I think that's what I was trying to say. So let me show you guys around. We taking a little journey through the park. You get what I'm saying? Through the little river. This is Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, Bole. I think this is the corridor project where they're trying to connect every park and every river to most of the main roads. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, guys, we're heading to lunch now. Hopefully this video don't be cutting out. I did 3 hours and like 15 minutes on my last live, and I think only 52 minutes counted. I was like, bro, that's the type of shit that make me not even wanna even live stream. I never worked a job, but damn, they playing with a nigga hours. You get what I'm saying? On YouTube. But yeah, guys, you ain't gonna, people come to Ethiopia or to Africa, they ain't on no Indiana Jones type shit. You get what I'm saying? This on some Indiana Jones type shit. But anyway, what I was about to say. So yeah, guys, I moved to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, going on 5 months. There's things that I learned so far is, you know, how to count to a billion in them heart, obviously. How to negotiate rent, how to negotiate different resources that you would need, like necessity-based resources. Um, Obviously, I learned my way around. You get what I'm saying? Um, I learned a lot of stuff about myself, my values, how I think from a collective conscious standpoint. I mean, from a conscious standpoint, how to get around, commute. Um, you know, I learned how to structure things in my private life. I learned the things I like doing and I don't like doing. You get what I'm saying? Look at that. Also, um, I was able to structure my day-to-day routine pattern more consistently, more smooth. So, yep. Oh, look at this. They just built this. But what else? My relationships improved. You know how to relate to others. I was able to improve how I relate to other people on a one-on-one basis. I was able to obtain things that I desire, and or because I desire shared things. I like teamwork and stuff like that. Hold on. Let me move over closer to the water. Another thing is let me see. I would say overall, my worldview, my perspective expanded beyond formal education, the things I learned growing up. That's another thing. As far as my career, my long-term goals, you know, it's stable. Like I was able to zoom out, look at US from the outside in, and now I'm able to see opportunities that, if I did have competitors, they wouldn't be able to see. That's like looking on my face. If I'm looking at your face and I can see what's on your face, you can't see what's on your face. You know what I'm saying? So it's like looking from the outside in. It gives you a better perspective on what you're paying attention to. And in my instance, it would be business. Hold on, I'm gonna walk down here because it's like grass right here. Ugh. So yeah, guys. Rock climbing. Ugh. Ugh. So yeah, guys. Another thing, I was able to increase my network and also networking with others. Cause I'm an omnivert, meaning I'm an extrovert and I'm an introvert. But I do like my own time and my own space. In astrology, I have the moon in the 8th house in Libra. So I like working with others, but on a deep, intimate level. You get what I'm saying? I also like to recharge. You get what I'm saying? So also in astrology, I have the Sun, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Neptune, all in the 11th house in Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? So 11th house rules the public networking, not with one person, but with groups, but being your own individual inside these groups. You get what I'm saying? So a part of me like to network with a bunch of people, right? Like I'm doing now, on this live stream, but I do like my own space when I get inside my own body, my own mind, and self-reflect on how I affect people on a one-on-one basis. You get what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. So yeah, guys. Let's see. Oh, they got another a restaurant right here called Mama's Kitchen. I think they're about to open up soon. Mama's Kitchen. I need to eat food from my mama's kitchen. But yeah, guys. What else I was about to say? Oh, um, yeah. Also, what I learned since being in Ethiopia, I learned that you can pretty much obtain any of your dreams, no matter how far fetched it seemed or how distant it seemed. Even if it's across the world, you can turn your idea into reality. All you gotta do is have persistence and foresight, right? Because sometimes you're not gonna be able to see your dreams, but you're gonna be able to put your foot in front of the other and put it to work to pretty much make this stuff come true, make your dream come true, make the situation come true. For example, I couldn't imagine myself coming to Ethiopia, but what I could do is come here in reality. So since I couldn't imagine it, now that's why I'm on live so that I can show you guys, and you guys can imagine how it is in Ethiopia or in Africa in general. You get what I'm saying? But we on our way to lunch right now, and I'm bringing you guys with me. Ugh, it's like mud right here. So yeah, guys, we're on our way to lunch. So I'm gonna order the lunch, and then I'm gonna go work out after. You get what I'm saying? And we supposed to be meeting up at this restaurant. You see these guys over here? I know I look like an alien, and I'm like, you know, he's holding the phone. What this American doing? And on the fucking corridor river in the park that's not done yet, with a fucking microphone on his head. You know I look like an outsider. Like I said, I have Aquarius rising, so even in my hometown, you know what I'm saying? There's something about me that always stand out. Damn, I forgot to get up here. God damn, I'm gonna have to walk under the bridge. Huh. How do I get up here? Do I go this way? Do I go under this bridge? Which way do I go? I just walked too far. Let's walk back. So yeah, guys, I'm hungry as I don't know what. I'm gonna destroy this food. Yeah, we walked to this random park. We're just coming from picking up my passport. Now I'm on my way to lunch. It's lunchtime. Ugh. Oh, look at that. It's like an igloo type house. Oh, you see this art? We almost at lunch, guys. I done got like at least 20 different videos doing this one live stream. Now I gotta edit all of them and upload. Alright, guys. We almost at lunch. We come from all the way over there. We earned this lunch. We earned this lunch today. We earned this lunch today. So yeah, guys, we got lunch and then we're gonna go work out. We got 1,000 sit-ups non-stop. We gonna do 1,000 sit-ups non-stop, or we gonna do 50 to 200 pull-ups. And every like is gonna be worth an extra 5. Extra 5. So look at this construction. See, they building. See, they put the walls up so that they could build, and you don't have to focus on them building. You can just enjoy the beauty of how things is. We almost at this restaurant. I gotta get some water too. We should go to this 24-hour gym where they got a steam room and a sauna. They also do massages there, but I only need the steam room and sauna. Let's do it. Let's go. We're almost there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me cross. Oh, the BYD Benz truck. See, they had that here too. Shit, if I stay here longer, I might gotta get me a Benz truck or something. Let me cross. Let me cross. Let me cross. Let me cross. Oh, that's how you gotta do it. So we almost at lunch now. I'm gonna drink like 2 gallons of water. Let me restart this internet. So let me show you guys what I learned being in Ethiopia. So I figured out when it's about to rain in Ethiopia, you'll see this river flowing faster than usual. You get what I'm saying? Right now it's not about to rain. But still, just to point it out. So that's what anywhere you are in Ethiopia, you'll see that. Hey, what's up? What's up? Now that I know the internet back working, we almost at lunch. We'll be at lunch in about 5 to 10 minutes. 5 to 10 minutes. Let me actually rotate this. We're almost there. I'm hungry as hell. For you guys that ask me why I always wear a hat, when you this high up, um, the sun could damage your hair follicles. You get what I'm saying? That's just my theory. Plus, I don't want no fucking I don't want to deal with black spots on my face from the sunburn and the hair products, the natural oils that I put in my hair. You know, you're just higher up. You're more exposed to the UV. Now I fuck with the sun, but I ain't really trying to wait until my pigmentation spots heal. You get what I'm saying? Because that's what happens every time I get a scratch or a scar. Pigmentation happens, and then I gotta wait for that shit to heal. But on top of your hair, right? I got a theory. This is why men go through hair loss, because the sun hit their head, and then pigmentation. I think it's called kelatosis or some shit like that, or keratin. You guys know what the hell I'm talking about. It's similar to like a keloid, where you get a scar and it forms above there. And then hair is hard to grow. Hair is harder to grow in them conditions. So yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, maybe that's why the East African big forehead thing big forehead stereotype is a thing. You get what I'm saying? I got a big forehead too. It's like, no, I'm just trying to relate to everybody. I don't even know if I don't even judge my head off of if it's big or not, but alright. We almost at the restaurant, guys. I wanted to show y'all this new basketball court. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show y'all a basketball court and I'm gonna show y'all a new soccer field. Let me show y'all something you can't find on Google. I need to show you something you can't find on Google. Alright, so let me show you something you can't find on Google. So this soccer field just was built. I'm pretty sure it's not ranked on Google yet. You get what I'm saying? This is the importance of YouTube. See, YouTube is like astro projection or travel. Like, you know the movies where people could like astro travel and see see a certain geographical location before they go there. Well, YouTube is like the real life tangible version of that, because you can look at places. Let's say if one of y'all wanted to travel to Ethiopia, you don't have to astral project. You can literally go to my channel and look at it live. You get what I'm saying? So this is how the basketball court looks. I need to come hoop over here, you know. And they got a little playground right here. I'd be glad when they open this section up, like they open the soccer field up. God damn, I'm trying to hoop. But there's a lot of gyms over there in my area, so and a lot of basketball courts. It's super weird when I see white people here or like Asians. You know, I'm not racist or anything, but as an American, I was expecting, like, when I go to African countries, to see mostly that nationality, you know. Oh yeah, guys, I just showed you basketball court, the new soccer field. They got little restaurants right here, you know. Gotta be careful on these corners. Like I said, I don't even think it's a right of way, so you just gotta be precautious. All right, guys. So we almost there. Let's see. My bad. I'm gonna show y'all the road. I don't want to point the camera at people. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I was in the US, if somebody would have been live streaming, you know, Ethiopia, I would have been turning in everything. I would have been turning in every day. Cause it would have prepared me for what I'm about to where I'm about to travel to. But you got it in 4K, you get what I'm saying? All you gotta do is like and subscribe. I think I'm across right here. I think I'm across like over here. No, I'm gonna go to the corner. I need to get like a smoothie too. My bad. I'm pointing the camera down when I don't want to point the camera at people. I got something in my shoe and shit. Oh, oh, these linen socks, bro. Linen socks is perfect. There it is. I had a rock in my shoe. But yeah, ever since I switched my socks to linen socks or toe socks, been perfect, bro. Okay, guys. We basically here. So I get my hair cut a little bit up here. I'll do a stream like that tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be a barbershop stream. When I first moved here, I toured this building, and all of the streets was like dirt. Like everything you said 4 months ago was dirt. So I'm like, hell no. I'm not moving. Eh, I'm not moving to a street with all dirt. That's what I was thinking. But I wish I would have got that. If I would have secured that, I would have had a nice little penthouse on the main street. You know. But yeah, people gonna try to talk to you here. You know, you gotta keep everything intentional. If you ain't intended for it, just keep moving. You know, but this is the restaurant I'm going to. Right here, it's like a little 24-hour chicken restaurant. You know? So, yeah. But I never usually show my location. You get what I'm saying? So today is a special occasion. I just figured I would be transparent today. Let me walk up a little bit and I'm gonna walk back down. Here's a local restaurant. It's called Esmer Shiro. The best local food. So if you come in here and you don't want to deal with poisoning and shit, fuck with Esmer Shiro. You get what I'm saying? Make sure you guys cross at the crosswalk too. Let me actually show you guys up here real quick. So these buildings is being built. That's Ethio Telecom right here. You know? Let me see. The barber shop is in this building right here. There's also, but honestly, you know, they're gonna charge you hair done, and as if you was to go like to Jack Roast area. These are luxury apartments they just built. You get what I'm saying? You see? And like up there. Well, let me walk up here real quick. Let me see. So after I walk up here, I'm gonna turn around, get some food, and then we're gonna start our workout. You see they building this building right here? They they've been working on this building forever. That's one of the main buildings that, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be tough. When this building open, I'm definitely gonna move to this building. I'm gonna try to get a penthouse, something at the top, you know. You know how I gotta do it. I gotta have a wow factor in my places. Like if there's no wow factor, I'm not gonna wanna move there. Like when you walk into the place, you need to be like, wow, this is crazy. If it's not that, the price need to make you say, wow, like, wow, all of this for this price? That's what you need to be saying. All right, let me cross over. I'm gonna walk a little bit more. See, I gotta point the camera down. It's police right here. Yeah, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. Today was a long live stream. After this, we're gonna work out, so stay tuned. Let me see. You know what? I'm crossing the street now. We finally made it to the restaurant. We got the Benz truck. I think that's electric too. Alright. So yeah, we finally at the restaurant. see how your face. I got over 30 videos. Yeah, so we just got at the restaurant now. I'm ordering a chicken wrap and some fries. What you ordering? Oh, okay. All right, so we ordering the same thing: chicken wrap and some fries. Let me see. I'm gonna call a waiter over here. You think I should get up and just go get them? So this restaurant is 24 hours, right? It is. So we at a 24-hour restaurant right now. Oh, all right, they come. I just need to wash my hands. I need to rinse my mouth out too. I said I need to rinse my mouth. Oh, so could you tell him no mayonnaise, and cook the chicken longer, like well done. I'm gonna go wash my hands.
እዛ ደግሞ እንትን አድርግ
You sure you want me to get up? Did they order yet? Yeah, I just walked 10 miles. I'm not. Give me 1 second. Don't it sound like a cricket? Don't it sound like a cricket? The little insects that make the little noise. You know what a cricket is, right? The little. It is. You hear it back here. So yeah, guys, I just got 2 chicken wraps. I need to get something to drink, but I'm gonna go the little juice spot and get like watermelon juice out. Trying to think, what video should I knock out real quick? Oh, you want? What you thinking about? How you feeling? How you feeling? Did you sleep? Huh? Oh wow. You got a taste of that. So the baby was crying all night? Sick. What's wrong? Huh? Oh, okay. Yeah, as soon as the food come, I'ma end this. As soon as the food come, I'ma end this live stream. Yeah, I was a pescatarian before I came here to Ethiopia. Um, and before that, I was a vegetarian. I ordered some Parmesan Alfredo. I thought it was veggie Parmesan Alfredo. They gave me chicken. I didn't want to be like a bougie or nothing, so I just ate the chicken. I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just eat it. Ever since then, I've been eating a little bit of chicken here and there. But I know once I go back to the U.S., I'm not eating chicken. I'm only eat like salmon or tuna or sardines. I had to spit because sometimes it be dust outside, and you don't feel like you have that in your throat. You get what I'm saying? Let me see. I wonder why this area is crowded over this way. But yeah, guys. After this, we're gonna work out. We got like 1,000 sit-ups nonstop, or we're gonna do 50 to 200 pull-ups, depending on how many likes. Every like is extra five, or whatever we doing. So you telling me it's like a noise, like yeah, it's like a chirper noise. It's like you don't hear it? Okay then. You try to make it seem like I ain't here. Alright, so the food usually take like 5 minutes here. I'm tired, like a baby. I know what you need. You need a smoothie. I said, guess what you need? A smoothie.
What is that?
What is what?
On your head.
On my
What's
eye.
wrong here?
Oh, I cut myself. No, I ain't cut myself. I was I think I was combing my hair or something, and then I was trying to like what was I doing? I poked myself right here by accident with the tip of the comb.
With what?
Huh?
With what?
The tip of the comb.
Oh.
Yeah. No, 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 no. Come on, waiters. I'm hungry now. I need that food. I need to be refilled. Yeah. Could you remember that? I apologize. Yeah, yeah, the food is definitely really good. That's why I'm showing y'all. You know, I got a few other spots, but I ain't showing y'all because they my favorite spots. Here, this is a cool little 24-hour spot. You get what I'm saying? But you guys about to see how safe Ethiopia is. You see this restaurant full of people, right? I gotta go wash my hands again. So watch this. I'm gonna put my Malima, my iPhone 15 right here, and I'm gonna leave my internet right here. So give me 1 second. Watch this. Mic drop. See, I told y'all it was safe. Huh? Fell down where? On the ground? Oh, that's okay. See, I told y'all it was safe. That's definitely a cricket. My mouth felt so dry from walking and walking that long. So the food almost here. I walked like 7 miles or whatever, and my throat is kind of dry. We at high elevation. Feel free to ask any questions. This the longest the food took. What you doing? Yeah. Some days this restaurant be packed, so it take long sometimes. All right, let's bet if the food is not out in 5 minutes, then I owe somebody $10. I think there's like this one betting website where you can bet anything and start with a K. Or I think it was Poly. Yeah, I think it was Polymart. I don't know if it was Polymart or other one, but you can bet anything. Right now we're gonna bet anything. Let's bet the next 5 minutes if the food is gonna be out. If not, I owe you guys. I either owe you guys push-ups or whatever. You see how it just stopped and it started again? I always think they're about to. When I feel somebody walking like this. I always feel like like the food is about to arrive when I feel somebody walking. Cause I'm so used to them being like, I'm so used to only taking like 3 minutes. All right, guys. So when traveling, you gotta make sure you have your fanny pack. Make sure, obviously, you have your what is this tripod? This is not my tripod though, but you guys get the point. And then make sure you have the solar power bank. Make sure you have Neosporin and band-aids and shit. And then you gotta make sure your lips is not ashy. Another thing, make sure you guys have a consistent Wi-Fi. That's how I'm able to live stream. So get like a Mi-Fi box. Then you want to make sure you have all your debit cards and credit cards before you leave. Some of my favorite credit cards I like to use when I'm traveling or just for business. Let me show you guys just a few. So hold up. All right, so this card, I like this card. They do soft pulls. It's called GM Rewards Cards by Barclays. Can't go wrong. You can actually get this card along with the. You can also get this card. Yo, why the fuck they keep falling? It's this under it,
You're moving.
huh?
You're moving.
No, I'm not. But I was about to say this card is the one of the best cards if you want to get a 2 for 1. You can apply for Apple and you can also apply for this all for one hard inquiry. Let me show you my next card. Alright. So the next card is American Express Platinum. This is like one of the American Express main cards. You get what I'm saying? So they give you a lot of reward points, but mainly it's a charge card for business. So if I ever get a business idea, I just put it straight on that card. Give me 1 second. All right, next card is the American Express Gold card. Similar to the Platinum card, is a charge card. You get what I'm saying? Soft pulls with American Express. If you get a business idea or you need to make an investment and you don't want it to report the utilization, you just get a charge card from Amex. Now, all right. So next up, we got Give me 1 second. All right. So the next card we got, which is the easiest card you get approved for. If you don't have any credit cards, this is a hack. You just apply for the Mastercard, Care Credit Mastercard. Don't apply for the store card. Apply for the Mastercard so you can use it anywhere. You get what I'm saying? But they give 10, $15,000 limits all the time. Another card that I really like, you get what I'm saying, is the Sam's Club Mastercard. I mean Sam's Club. What is this? Plus members. You know what I'm saying? World Premiere card. This they give you like anywhere from like 3 to like 12, 15,000 with this. You get what I'm saying? Oh, the food here. I'm a second island. All right, last but not least, the Apple Card. You get what I'm saying? You can use this. There's no international fees with the Apple Card. You get what I'm saying? But those are my top travel cards that I use. You get what I'm saying? But let's eat. So let me show y'all the food. We're about to end this live stream. So that's how the food look. We got the same things. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe.